And again, one whole episode where we stay practically in one specific area and get practically nowhere. Chapter 5. Maverick Hunters Join Forces. That is not what I had in mind. So thanks a lot, guys. You ruined my idea for my intro. Oh well, may as well do it now. Yo YouTubers, welcome back to Let's Play Megaman X Command Mission. Last time we went absolutely nowhere. That's really all that happened to us. So in this part, well, I was hoping to run to that character so we can actually get another cutscene in. It's about time too, when you're healing yourself when you're already full! AI sometimes, it's so befuddling. Alright, yes, surrender and heal us, thank you very much. Okay, so power charge and let them have it. Or her, considering it's a nurse, you know? I mean, I know there are male nurses out there, but generally when you hear the name nurse, you imagine it's a female, you know? And yeah, all that jazz.
Next!
And clearly Marno cannot wait until her next opponent. She keeps calling up for the next one. Alright, Massimo and Cinnamon level up. Very sweet. Okay, now, if we take one step and it activates the cutscene, I am definitely gonna go mad. Okay, so that didn't happen, but there is an item here, and... well, seeing as the cutscene didn't activate right away, and instead we run into another battle, which I'm getting sick and tired of already, may as well go ahead and take care of that, yeah, you know. First take care of these guys, then get that item. If it's worth it. Alright, please be worth it. Build speed, okay, I can live with that. You know, speaking of which, I haven't used any of the build items for a while, have I? No, not weapons. Ugh. Yeah, no I haven't. And I think I have one of every kind. At least. I wonder. I'll save the build hypers for much later. Okay, build speed. I think I'll give that... no, wait. I don't have build power, do I? I think I'll save the build things for later. In the meantime, let's now get into that cutscene, if you please.
X! Hey, X! Don't worry. Hey! It's only me. Axel!
An old comrade, is it?
Yeah. But Axel, what are you doing here? I came to Giga City because I heard my shape-changing ability might have been invented here. I've been searching around for clues, but nothing yet.
Yeah, I heard they used to do a lot of research in this place, back before the rise of the Rebellion Army.
So, they may have been working on Axel's shape-changing ability too. It's a very specialized area. But I heard of a few other Reploids with the same ability as me. I see. But with the Rebellion Army around, it's hard to investigate. Yeah, like I said, not many clues around. Hey Axel, have you seen Zero around here? Zero? You mean the Zero? Yeah, we heard Zero was here and we came to find him. I haven't come across him yet. I hope he's okay. I'm sure he is, don't worry. Zero wouldn't go down without a fight. Come on, I'll help you look.
introducing one of my more personal favorite Reploids or Maverick Hunters, you might say, Axel. So Axel, he first appeared in Mega Man X7, and he's also been in X8. And, well, he's practically been in the series ever since, even though there's only been 3 games featuring him, technically. Okay, so the thing is, Axel, he's a prototype of what is called New Generation Reploids. I'm actually going to put him up front in place of Marno. Actually, I'll put Spider up front too. Just show him off. Okay, so the thing is, not many people seem to like Axel that much because when he first appeared in X7, his gameplay mechanics were pretty much like a clone of X. And apparently in X7, though I never played it, I've heard you actually had to unlock X before you can actually play as him. So at first you were Zero and Axel, which I think is kind of weird in a way. So, Arrow Buster. That's a new one. Let me take a look. Okay, that's a lot of power, I gotta say. And combat and shot evasion up +5. Why not? Anyway, getting back to the point. So in X7 is pretty much a clone of X, but in X8 he got, well, his gameplay was somewhat mixed, somewhat like X, but he then started to have some kind of, well, they're starting to look a little more like, well, like Base from the classic series. Plus, another interesting thing about him was in both of those games, I believe, he can actually fly, he can actually hover in the air for a while. You can see those little white things on the side of his legs there. Those allow him to hover, I believe. Now, like with Zero, he has weapons of his own, and they're not exactly attached to his body like with X. And I don't know if it's the official name for his weapon, but in this game they're called the Axel Bullets. And like I said in that cutscene, one of his special abilities is to turn to the shape of another Reploid, or a Mechanoid, or Maverick. That comes in mighty handy later on, actually.
Good card, eh?
Now, I honestly don't know why some people hate Axel that much. I really see no trouble with him. I'm thinking people just, well, they just can't stand him because, you know, stuff happens. Alright, well, in the meantime, let's give him some metal here. Alright, there we go. So yeah, in this game they're called the Axel Bullets. Now he comes equipped with a cracker, though I'm not going to use it. There. Ice Missile much better. And he now has the Hunter Missile. Hit ratio plus 50%. That's very nice. So, okay, that's the wrong direction. I want to go that way, because I think those are more tank parts. So that's pretty much Axel in a nutshell. I'm thinking after the events of X7, he became part of the Maverick Hunters. I think at first he was, well, part of some group that fought Mavericks, but not in the Maverick Hunter style. Though I believe his dream was to become a Maverick Hunter, and it got realized at the end of X7, I believe. I think during the events of X8, he became an S rank, like with X and Zero. So yeah, there you go. That's Axel. And like I said, I like the guy. No, not in that manner, wise guys. I'm talking like, well, he's just a neato character, who, in my opinion, needs more recognition. Which is probably why in my third Q&A I did some time ago, I figured that X and Axel would be the better choice for the next Smash Brothers. Because I think that choosing Zero is kind of overrated, and well, he has been in Zero is in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, so A mini battery, we can use that for certain Reploids later on. Mechanaloids, I mean. Now then. You know, I think just for the fun of it, I'll show his action trigger right now. DNA change. I know this one by heart. You gotta press those buttons in the right order, and look at this! It's Silverhorn! Yep, as you defeat certain Mavericks, then you can use their abilities in a battle. And well, unfortunately, we didn't quite KO those guys, but yeah, now you get the idea behind the guy. Not bad if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. You know something? That Arrow Buster on X looks really weird, don't you think? It looks like an X Buster that's not quite finished, you know? The interior is good, but the exterior, there's no armor. Almost like he's turned to a zombie in his own right. That's kind of creepy now that I think about it. So, looking at Axel again, you can see right now which enemies he'll turn into and what they do. So with Silverhorn we just did, we can attack all enemies with a water shot attack. While Django, he can attack one enemy in combat with random damage between 100 and 200%. And Mad Nautilus will fire beams with random effects of Virus, Blind, Berserk, or Bind. So you probably won't see me use Mad Nautilus that much, because I am not a big fan of using those effects. Oh my goodness, there are no security guards here. Now I think it's about time we move on. And it's about time we found a save device. So, moving on. I didn't mean moving on to another battle, thank you very much. Just for the fun of it, let's show DNA change again. I really like that move. So, fun thing about DNA change, you actually have a certain time limit. The more weapon energy you have, the more time you have to input the data. Now, if you do mess up, I believe you can press the L button or L trigger, whatever you want to call it, and you can actually cancel it and restart, but that means you'll have a little less time to input the code, so you best make sure you know what buttons to press immediately, so as not to, you know, find yourself in a big bind, so to speak. Alright, so moving on ahead, I hope this time. Alright. I was wondering when we were going to run into another counter. It's been happening a lot. And another Prion, and ironically I do not have Marno from because she has the Analyzer. Well, with that Prion, I believe it's a Fire Prion, I like to call it. You actually shoot oil at you, which means you'll take a little more fire damage. And of course, I believe it's weak to water, so there you go. But I find the Fire Blob is more of a threat, so take him out first and Ultra Flame. That's... ow. So in case you are wondering why I have, yeah, what's-her-face up front. Flammable oil. That's it. Like I said, in case you wonder why I have Cinnamon up front, well, actually I want to show her action trigger, but at the moment I really can't, because she doesn't have enough weapon energy.
Here goes everybody.
And ironically, when she's doing the final strike, she doesn't go up front and do combat. It's almost like she's using the Force Metal Generator built inside her to attack. Well, looks like I can show it now. She's at 50%. That's the minimum you can use to use an action trigger. Alright, so her action trigger. I don't know what it's called, but in order to use it right, you have to control the C-stick as fast as you can the amount of time you have. And create those hearts. And as you can see, she can heal us. That's probably what she was doing with Marno a while back. You know, back in Chapter 4. So, yeah, that's... And that's all, folks! At least that's all for this Prion. A Prion moron, I like to call it.
That wasn't too bad.
Okay, parts intake line. Here we get to pretty much the most confusing part about this area. Which I'm probably going to go over in the next episode, since I'm like about 20 minutes into the recording itself, not including any cuts. So, next time I make my next command mission, we'll be venturing further into the Ulfat factory, more like a lava house or whatever, and just, you know, now that we found Axel, let's see if we can find Zero. So until the next time, YouTubers, on that note, I take my leave. By the way, Axel is cool.